All right, hey, look at these flamingos. Factoring 4. This should be a short one. Factor using the GCF. Okay, so it told me to use the GCF, so I need to look at all three of those and find my GCF. Here's a hint that I'm not going to use the big X. See that X cubed? Remember, big X is AX squared plus BX plus C. So what do they have in common? Go with the factors of the smaller one, 1, 3, and 9. 9 doesn't go into 15, but 3 does. I have 1x, 2x, 3x's, so my smallest number is x. Then remember, I'm dividing each one of these by that GCF, but in your factored answer, you have to have the GCF. 15 divided by 3 is 5, the x's cancel. Negative 15 divided by 3 is minus 5. And the x's leave me with 1. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. 2 minus 1 is x squared. So this is your final factored form. All right, look at that elegant creature. Can you imagine legs that long? Holy moly, big strides. Wouldn't take him very long to get around the school. 24, 16, 80, using the GCF. 16, we have 1 and 16, 2 and 8, 4 and 4. So does 16 go into 24? No. Does 8 go into 24? Yes. Does 8 go into 80? Yes. So it's going to be 8. 24 does not have any r's. So I'm only going to take out a GCF of 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 16 divided by 8 is a positive 2 with an r. Negative 80 divided by 8 is negative 10 with an r to the 4th. I can't do anything else with that. I'm just going to use my little GCF. Okay, now grouping. How do I know this is grouping? There are 4 terms. So grouping. Ignore these. Oh, look at that. See, it's a group of flamingos. Do y'all know what a flamingo dance looks like? The flamingo dance? Oh, you should YouTube it. YouTube flamingo dancing, and you'll see if it looks like that. It does not. What do these two have in common? They only have a 1 and an x squared. So I'm going to divide both of these by x squared. 6 divided by 1 is 6. 3 minus 2 is x. Negative 7 divided by 1 is negative 7. The x squares cancel. Now I'm going to pay attention to this. It's a plus sign. 36 and 42. That's kind of rough. 36 is 1 and 36. 2 and 18. 3 and 12. 4 and 9. Does 36 go into 42? No. Does 18 go into 42? Well, at this point, you're probably going to grab your calculator and you're going to say 42 divided by 18. That's how you figure it out. So 42 does not divide by 18, so no. How about 12? No. How about 9? No. How about 4? No. How about 3? Yes. So, oops, but you know what I missed? I missed 6, 6. So 9 doesn't work, but 6 does. Oh, see what happens when you mess up. Let's pretend I had not caught that and I did 3. I would have 12x minus 14. Do you see how these do not match? That tells me my 3 was wrong. Then I'm going to hopefully catch that it was supposed to be 6. 36 divided by 6 is 6 with an x. 42 divided by 7 is negative 7. So I have 6x minus 7. X squared minus 6. So if you do not get the same two little factors, that means you messed up. Start over. I did. All right, so here we go with our grouping. 35 and 21, I automatically see the 7. And then is there an x squared? Yes. So I'm going to take out the 7x squared. 35 divided by 7 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. So there are no x's. Look at this guy. He didn't make it in. Poor little guy. He's all by himself on the whatever he's on. 20 and 12. 1 and 12. 2 and 6. 3 and 4. 12 doesn't work. 6 doesn't work. We're going to use a positive 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5 with an x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. My factors match. That's my like factors. And then I have 7x squared plus 4 left. All right. Let's go with strawberry kiwi. Oh, the big X, the big X, the big X. Look at him. Now we're going to do the big X. Look at that. I never knew their beaks were pink. That is what we shall go with. Flamingos' beaks are pink. So our secret word shall be pink beak. Wow. Did not know it. 1 times 20 is 20, and I'm looking for -9. Has to be adding, and they both have to be negative. -1, -20, nope. -2, -10, nope. -4, -5, yep. So I'm going to go 1k squared minus 4k minus 5k plus 20. I'm going to take out just 1k here. Whenever you have a coefficient of 1, remember that's the only thing you can have for the common coefficient. 1 divided by 1 is 1, k squared, 2 minus 1 is k. -4 divided by 1 is -4, and the k's cancel. Has to be negative because that's negative, and they both have a 5. So I'm going to take out a -5. -5 divided by -5 is +1 with a k. 20 divided by -5 is -4. My common factor is k minus 4, leaving me with k minus 5. That's a horrible k. K minus 5. K? K. K? We ready to go on? K? K? Okay. K? K. All right. Here we go. Now look, he does have a see. Now the other one just didn't have a pink body. I think that's why I was surprised. Oh my gosh, who made this up? What am I multiplying? 3 times 135. That's humongous. I can't do it. Yes, I can. You know what I should probably do though? Should I look for a GCF first? Does 3 go into 3? Yes. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. Does 3 go into 135? It does. So you know what? I've got a GCF of 3. Let's take that out first. So when I divide by 3, I have x squared plus 4x minus 45. What told me to do that? The fact that when I multiplied 3 times 135, it was huge. All right, we're not that mean. We're mean, but we're not that mean. So perhaps that tells me I want to look for a GCF. So now I've got -45 on top, 4 on the bottom. One has to be positive, one has to be negative. The bigger number is negative. So I've got 1 and -45, nope. 3 and -15, nope. 5 and -9, yep. And by the bigger one having to be negative, I meant positive. Oh my gosh, Evans. Oh, can you tell that this is my 5th video in a row that I've made today? I need to take a little break. All right, so keep the 3. Do not lose the 3. We're going to write x squared minus 5x plus 9x minus 45. And then we're going to grouping. Keep the 3. These guys have a common factor of x. So x squared divided by x is x, -5 because the x's cancel. These guys have a common factor of +9. Remember, I know it's positive because of that sign. So I have x minus 5. Keep the 3. My common factor is x minus 5, and then x plus 9. What would have happened if you hadn't seen the GCF in the beginning? You would have had, what is 3 times -135? See, guys, I didn't even do it because, was it 405? 3 times 135. Yeah, you would have had -405 on the top of your big X. You would have had 12 on the bottom, and you would have had to work really, really hard to find those numbers, but you could have done it. Then you would have had to remember to take it out at the end. All right, so here you go, checkpoint. They're telling you what to do. Factor out the common, oh, I'm still in white. Factor out the common factor. And then this just says factor completely. Hint, 4 terms, grouping. 3 terms, big X. 4 terms, grouping. 3 terms, big X. Okay? Look at those flamingos. They are so cute. I did not talk much about them. I think we should just call them fabulous flamingos. So we have 2 secret words, so we will know if you watched it. Did you get to the end?